Fourth and fifth graders, we're going to continue with these Ricochet line optical illusions. I would like you to finish up outlining it with marker. If you're already done with outlining with marker, then we'll just erase it, but trace it, turn it counterclockwise, trace it, turn it counterclockwise. And if you end up missing a line and you're like a little bit off, we'll just erase it. If you do need to do some of it freehand, you can. Just make sure that your lines are really straight and continue to turn the paper as you go. At the end here, if you need to just freehand this by tracing around to make it almost makes a star shape. You don't have to do, I think turning it works better, but you can trace that last little bit. When this is done, I would like you to erase any of the pencil that's there. You can use the end of your pencil if you need to. I'm just using a bigger eraser so I don't wear that out. Once you're done, then I would like you to clean off your eraser and decide, I'll show you these two that are done. You could decide there's two main ways to do it. One, you can pick just two colors, one that's warm and one that's cool. So I've got purple is cool and yellow is warm. Or you could choose to do a 4-color where you have cool colors for the top and the bottom and warm colors for the left and the right. So make that decision. I'm gonna choose to do just a 2-color, and I'll do one like that purple and yellow one. Now, when you do this, it usually works best to do the warm color first because it's lighter. If you do a cool color that's really dark, like purple, black, blue, you would want to make sure that you get that warm color done first. I'm going to do some of this with a colored pencil, but you can definitely use crayon too. Please press harder on the edges, then shade it in more lightly, and remember to color it, then skip it, and then color this next one, pressing on really hard, using the lighter color, which is typically the warm one first, and shade it in more lightly, skip it, then outline those edges. By pressing it on hard, it will wear your pencil out, so hopefully you have your own sharpener to use, or you're using crayon and then you don't need to sharpen it. So once I'm done with this one, I'm gonna just pretend I would come over here and I would make this other one match. So if this one's yellow, this one is also gonna be yellow. Then I'm gonna skip it, and then I would make this one yellow too. Once those are all done, so I'll make this one look a little nicer. Once those are all done, then I can start using my cool color. I am gonna emphasize the point here that whether you're using colored pencil or crayon, I'm gonna switch over to crayon that's a similar color to this. Outline it really well and shade it in. I should color it a little bit more carefully, but I'm trying to be fast for this video. So this is gonna be done with crayon. Very similar color and the same idea. Trace it hard. You can still do it very neatly with crayon. It doesn't have to be colored pencil to be done neatly. And I would press it on hard around those edges and then shade it in more lightly. Now, if you decide to use colored pencil and crayon, make sure the colors are the same. Then this one here would be done the same way. So I've got my pattern of warm, cool, warm, cool, warm, cool, coloring the warm ones first. Now, if you want to do 2 different colors for these spirals, that's totally fine. My expectation today is that you will get about this much done. This is kind of where we would like to be today. Getting most of this coloring finished. Now, if you get this all done, then I would like you to pick a color that is close on the color wheel to do a mix. So here, yellow is next to orange. So I'm gonna color in orange into my yellow. I'm using a crayon, but you could easily do this with a colored pencil. I like doing it with crayon for the mixing so I can press it on nice and hard, but making sure there isn't any white space that's under it. And I'll just color it all first and mixing would happen second. Please don't do any mixing until you get it all colored. So you can see that yellow mixes with my orange. Any of those white spots on my paper are now done. And I am doing the warm ones first. I'll come back and do the cool ones later. So I press that on, making sure that any of those white spots are filled in. And if I notice like this spot didn't get colored all that carefully, I can switch back to color that in a little bit better. So sometimes I still have to use more yellow to put it in here with this. Now, if you get all the yellow ones done, then we would talk about mixing the other color. For me, I'm gonna end up doing blue, because blue is next to purple, and I would mix this blue into my purple so I can have a bluish purple. And definitely the cooler colors take much longer to mix in order to cover up any of the white spots. So that's one of the reasons I do the warm ones first too, because they don't take as long. And I would definitely with these, in order to make these look nice, I'm gonna have to come back. Doesn't matter if it's with my colored pencil, to make it look better. Or if that means using my purple crayon. But please make sure that if you're doing any mixing, you're doing the warm ones first, taking your time, making it look like your best. There's no reason to rush because we will do more on them next time. So here I'm getting a purplish blue mix, and then I'll do more on a video next time. So let's have a great day.